In this video, we will start the first chapter of the geography, that is the Earth in the solar system. Here the image of the solar system is shown. So in this chapter, you are going to learn about the solar system, about the Earth, about the sun, the moon and other shining objects or stars. So let us start. How wonderful it is to watch the sky after sunset. One would first notice one or two bright dots shining in the sky. Soon you would see the number increasing. You cannot count them anymore. So here it is said that if you watch the sky just after the sunset, at the beginning you will just find one or two shining objects, shining dots in the sky. But if you will watch after some time, then you will find many shining dots, bright dots in the sky, and you cannot count them because they are in large numbers. The whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects. Okay, so the whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects. Tiny means very small in size. Some are bright, others are dim. Okay, so some shining objects are very bright. Okay, and some objects are some other objects are very dim. It seems as if the sky is studded with diamonds. Okay, so the sky looks like it's studded with diamonds. Studded means dotted. Okay, if you watch the sky carefully, it looks like the sky is dotted with diamonds. All shining objects looks like a diamond. Wait, after that, they all appear to be twinkling. Okay, all shining objects look like a they appear to be twinkling. Okay, they twinkle in the sky. But if you look at them carefully, you will notice that some of them do not twinkle as others do. Okay, some shining objects twinkle in the sky. Twinkle means what? Twinkle means sparkling or flickering. Okay, in Marathi we call laklakit hone. Okay, or in Hindi jagmagahat, we say jagmagahat. Okay, so some shining objects twinkle in the sky, but some other shining objects don't twinkle in the sky. So wait, they simply glow with any flicker, just as they simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon shines. Okay, those shining objects, those objects in the sky, they don't flicker or they don't twinkle, so they just looks like a moon. How moon looks very bright, and how moon simply glow like that. Okay, among with these bright objects, you may also see the moon on most of the days. It may, however, appear at different times, in different shapes and different positions. Okay, along with these shining objects, you will find the moon in the sky. Okay, and the moon appear at different times. Okay, it appears always every day, at different times, and even in different shapes. You will find the different shape of moon in the sky every day or after 1 2 day. Okay, you will find moon at different times, in different shapes and at different positions in the sky. You can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. Okay, you will find full month only once in a month. It is full moon night or purnima. Okay, so whenever the moon is full once in a month in the sky, so we call it full moon night or purnima. A fortnight later you cannot see it at all. It is a new moon night or amavasya. Okay, a fortnight means what? Fortnight means 14 days. 14 days after the purnima or 14 days after the full moon night, you after the fortnight means 14 days, you cannot see the moon in the sky. Okay, after the fourth night of a Purnima, you will not able to see the moon in the sky. So it is called as new moon night, or we call it Amausya. Okay, on this day you can watch the night sky best, provided it is a clear night. Okay, so on the Amausya you will not find moon in the sky, and you will find the very clear night. Okay, so like others day, there is a lot of light due to the bright moon, but that day you will, on Amausya you will find very clear night. Okay, wait. Yes. Do you wonder why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during daytime? It is because the very bright light of the sun doesn't allow us to see all these bright objects of the night sky. Okay. So you may get doubt, or you may wonder sometime, why don't we see the bright objects and moon in the sky during daytime? So answer is, it is because the bright light of the sun doesn't allow us to see these bright objects of the night sky. Okay, we don't see stars, and we don't see the shining objects and moon during day, because of the bright light of the sun we cannot see stars and moon during daytime. Next, the sun, moon, and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. Celestial body. This is very important. What is meant by celestial bodies? Celestial bodies means the sun, the moon, and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. Next, some celestial bodies are very big and hot. Okay, some celestial bodies are very big and very hot. They are made up of gases. Okay, celestial bodies are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. Okay, so celestial bodies uh, made up of gases. Okay, and which have their, wait, so those celestial bodies have their own heat. Here it is mentioned, they have their own heat and own light. Okay, which they emit in large amounts. Okay, so some celestial bodies have their own heat, and they have their own light. Okay, and they emit that heat and light in large amounts. Okay, these celestial bodies are called stars. The sun is a star. Okay, so understood what is meant by stars? Star means the celestial bodies which have their own heat and own light, and which emit that light and heat in large amounts. That is called, such a celestial bodies are called stars. The sun is a star. Why the sun is a star? Because sun has its own heat, the sun has its own light. That is why sun is a star. Next, countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun. Okay, twinkling stars. Okay, those stars sparkle in the sky or flicker in the sky. Those are like similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light, and they look so tiny because they are very far from us. Okay, we don't feel the heat and light of those twinkling stars. Why? Because they are very far from us, very far from us. Okay, and that is why they look so tiny, very small in size. Next, you must have noticed that all objects look similar when seen from a distance. How small an aeroplane looks when it is flying at a great height. Okay, so all these shining objects, all the stars looks very small from far distance. Okay, from very long distance. How the aeroplane looks very small, flying aeroplane from a great height, like that stars also look very small in size from a very large distance. Okay, while watching the night sky you may notice various patterns formed by different groups of stars. These are called constellations. This is very important. If you watch the night sky carefully, you will find, you may notice various patterns of the stars. Okay, patterns of the stars formed by different groups of stars. Okay, we will find some patterns of the group of stars in the sky. Such patterns which are formed by the group of stars are called as constellations. Okay, so example of constellation is Ursa Major. Okay, Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such a constellation. Okay, so Ursa Major is a constellation. Why do we call it constellation? Constellation means one pattern is formed in the sky of group of stars. Okay, a, a pattern is formed by the group of stars. It's called as a constellation, and Ursa Major is a example of such a constellation. Or Big Bear, we call it Big Bear as well. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is Small Bear or Saptarishi. Sapta means seven and Rishi means sages. Okay, one of the most identifiable constellation in the sky is Saptarishi. Okay, this Saptarishi you will also able to notice, you will also able to find the Saptarishi constellation in the sky. Sapta means what? Seven, means seven stars, and Rishi means sages. So this name is given to that constellation, Saptarishi. So what is in my Saptarishi? It is a group of seven stars. Okay, group of seven star, one pattern you will find in the sky which is made up of seven stars. Okay, that is a constellation, we call it Saptarishi. That forms a part of the large Ursa Major constellation. Okay, so that Saptarishi is a part of a Ursa Major constellation. Okay, so students, if you notice the sky in the night very carefully, you will able to find this what Saptarishi in the sky. When in my childhood, whenever I would sleep on the terrace, I would always observe this Saptarishi in the sky. It looks very beautiful. Okay, here one image is shown. See, this is the constellation. This is the Saptarishi. Here seven stars are there. Such a pattern you will find in the sky. If you haven't seen it, this Saptarishi, then watch it in the sky at the night. You will find this Saptarishi in the sky. Okay, next. Wait. Ask someone elder in your family or neighborhood to show you more stars, planets, and constellation in the sky. Okay, if you ask some elder person that if you ask anyone, then they will help you how to means to how to know about such a pattern in the sky, and about the planets, stars. Okay, means just you will, if you will observe the sky carefully, then you will able to find such a patterns in the sky, such a constellations in the sky. In ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. Okay, ancient times means what? Ancient times means old times. In ancient times, people used to determine, they would find the directions by using the help of the stars during night. Okay, in ancient time, people would determine the directions during the night with the help of stars. The North Star indicates the north direction. Okay, there is a North Star in the sky which indicates what? Which indicates the north direction. It is also called the pole star. Even we call the North Star as a pole star. Okay, it always remains in the same position in the sky. Pole star is always remains at the same position, it doesn't change its position. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of a Saptarishi. Look at figure 1.1. You will notice that if an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer stars and extended further, it will point to the pole star. Let me explain. Here figure 1.1 is given. Okay, So see, this is the North Star, okay. This is the Saptarishi, okay. This is the pattern of or constellation of 7 stars, okay. If you just look at this Saptarishi and if you make one imaginary line in your mind which is passing through these two stars, okay, which two stars in one line, okay. If you make an imaginary line which passes through these two stars of Saptarishi, and if you extend that imaginary line further, okay, then it will you will able to locate the North Star or pole star in the sky, okay. So see this image carefully, okay. This is the imaginary line, this is the North Star, north not store North Star, okay. Let us continue further. Oh wait, some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light, okay. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets, okay. So what is meant by planets? Some celestial bodies which do not have their own light and own heat, okay. Such a bodies, such a celestial bodies are called planets, okay. They are lit by the light of the stars, okay. So such a celestial bodies which do not have their own heat and own light, they are lit by, they look bright due to what? Due to the light of other stars, not due to their own light and heat, okay. So such bodies are called planets. So understood what is meant by planets? Planets means celestial bodies which do not have their own light and own heat, okay. They are lit by the light of other stars, light of the stars, okay. Such bodies are called, such celestial bodies are called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planeti, okay. It comes from the planet word comes from the Greek word planeti, which means wanderers. What is the meaning of planeti? Planeti, wanderers. The earth on which we live is a planet, okay. So example of planet is earth. Earth is a planet. Why it is a planet? Because it doesn't have its own light and its own heat, okay. It doesn't have its own light and own heat. It gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star, okay. So how does earth get light and heat? It gets light and heat from the sun, okay. Sun is a star, okay. It gets light and heat from a sun, which is our nearest star. Sun is our nearest star amongst all other stars. If we look at the earth from a great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just as the moon, okay. Just imagine if you look at the earth from the moon, then it will just look like a moon only, okay. It will appear to be shining just as the moon. It will look bright like a moon. Why? Because due to the light and heat of the sun, okay. Or it will just look like a moon if you look it from a far distance. Suppose if you look at the earth from the moon, it will just look like a moon. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite, okay. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. Moon is a satellite. It is a companion of our earth and moves around it. Companion means friend or relative, okay. So moon is a friend or relative of earth and it moves around the earth. Like our earth, there are 8 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Some of them have their moons too, okay. So like earth, there are more 8 planets are there. Earth is a planet, okay. And like earth, there are 8 more planets are there, okay. So those planets also get their light and heat from the sun. Some of them have their moons, okay. Some planets have their moon like a earth planet, okay. So we will stop here. In next video we will discuss, we will learn the solar system. So bye, have a great day.